Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. All right, let's try this one more time. Cause that last stream was a fail, like a super fail. So, if you guys are tuning in, you're listening to Cats and Sila Never Give Up. Go run those streams up. Original track by Cats and Sila. First track on Mountain Intellect Records. So please go show us some love. So I don't think anybody watched that first one, right? I don't think so for the most part. No. But all right, so I know. There we go. So if you seen any of that first one, was an epic fail. My apologies for that. The mic was not working. So right now we gotta make sure. So I had to come back. I literally just deleted that stream. That's not happening. You know? So we had to come run it back, um, and make sure that the audio was right and everything was kosher. You know what I mean? So that's why. Yeah, there we go. Now we're sounding a little bit crispy. So go stream Katinsila Never Give Up. Go show him love on all platforms. Katinsila, he is on all DSPs. And go show him love. Go let him know if you like his tracks or not. Let me know, you know? We are open to constructive criticism. But he's your new favorite DJ coming out of Colorado as far as EDM music goes. So go show him some love. And speak of Katinsila, he just sent me the link to his new channel. It looks like he's doing and this is why I really appreciate Gatsinsila or Javier. He's always trying new things, you know. So by the end of the thing, I will make sure to link his new channel. That he is a whole different idea. He's using AI software to manage this channel. I watched 2 videos before I started the stream. They're kind of the legit. So basically, he's gonna tell you about the history of music and creativity, and he started from the real source, Mr. Tamia. You know, so yeah, go show him love on Katsisila's channel, and yeah, he literally I think he either dropped it yesterday or the other day, but he dropped a new channel where he's just using AI to kind of educate you on where music came from and creativity in general. I think he dropped 2 or 3 videos, something like that. But yeah, I had to come back because that first stream was an FFL and the audio was horrible. I was cutting in and out. So right now, I made sure, we got full everything. So that's why we're back. So I go by HT or Jesus, depending how well you know me or how close you can get to me. So I just wanted to do a solo stream today because, as you guys can see in the title, a storm is coming our way to Colorado. So if, we believe in consistency here, so I had to make sure I do some. If we are not able to drop the Awkward Sports Show, I'm officially calling the Awkward Sports Show with Jose, Camilo, and Osvaldo. First episode we did last Thursday. Please go check it out. Go run up them views up. We appreciate it. Just three funny guys talking about sports and soccer and just sports in general and everything in between, right? It took me this long to get them together because I always thought they were funny together, and finally we're here. We got them all on the show doing their thing. So look out for that. I'm calling it right now, unless they say something different. The Awkward Sports Show. So please go show us some love. And let me see, because I did subscribe, because I want to get you guys to go show Catincila's new channel some love, because it's actually really cool and really creative. That's another thing why me and Catincila kind of work well, because we kind of inspire each other, and he's always kind of coming left field with these type of things. So let me pull it up so we can show it the proper love. Somewhere in here. And by the way, everything is in Spanish on that channel, so just it's all good. If you care for some AI education in Spanish, it's gonna be on that channel. Damn son, where is it? Where is it? So I can show y'all. Literally send me the link. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Shout out to the chat. How's everybody doing? Oh, did you already find it, Camilo? If you found it, put it in the chat for me, because I can't find it right now. And I want to make sure we give it some love, because I love when people just try new things, new ideas. You know what I mean? It's a beautiful thing. Somewhere in here. Damn, I can't find it. Let me see. Give me a minute. I'm not quick. How's everybody doing? How's everybody feeling? Hopefully everybody's good. Getting ready for the storm tomorrow. All that good stuff. That is the amazing thing about living in Colorado. Never know what's gonna happen with the weather. Right? It's just, sunny, nice, everything good, and then next thing you know, you got a whole 3-4 inches on your feet, and you can't even get out your house. Beautiful thing. Let me see. Where's this thing at? The fact that I'm struggling so much to get them links. Okay, I found it. All right. All right, so this is the new channel of Catincila. Shout out to him. I think he went live 2-3 days ago. So that's sick. I love it. I love the production he's a great creative mind. So basically, I think the idea he was trying to go for is he's trying to educate everybody through using AI software. Man, Osvaldo, that's on you, bro. What do you mean? I'm ready whenever you're ready for new ideas. But it's called Inicio. Yeah, just go subscribe. Go show him some love. He's trying to educate you through an AI platform. I think that's a dope thing. Before I went back on, I just got done watching 2 of the videos, and he got the right sources. You got to start at Mr. Paint before the Egyptians, basically. That's where everything kind of comes from. But go figure it out. It is in Spanish. So if you want to educate yourself as far as creativity and stuff through an AI, and Catsila or Javier is producing this content, go show him some love. Inicios Creativos. Somebody help me out. But yeah, that's the title. Go show love. But yeah, I think it's so cool. And that's, like I said, that's one thing why I like having him around, because he's always doing something. He's always keeping me on my toes. He's keeping himself on his toes. You never know what he's gonna pull out of his sleeve. You know, like today, I literally, after I discovered that my first stream was a dud in a super fail, I see my message and I seen this new link. I watched 2 videos and I love it. He's using AI software to kind of dictate the creation of these things and educate you. So go subscribe if you care about some, getting some knowledge in Spanish. I think it's good. Actually, we gotta have a conversation. I need to know where he even got this idea from. It's a great idea. But go subscribe to that new channel. Oh, right here. Yeah, I don't know how much closer I can get it, but it's that. Let me see. Right there, right there. Go subscribe. That's really cool, and I can't wait to I talk to him, see where he got this idea from. But yeah, so I just wanted to come on here, speak to myself. As I always say, that's my favorite person to have a conversation with, because that's the first person I ever had a conversation with, myself. You know, and just kind of talk about things, none linear. I'm not a linear person, as many of you know. I'm not. I'm far from it. So, well, first, I hope everybody's doing well. Whoever is here and whoever will find this video later on or this stream, shout out to y'all. My gratitude to you. And please subscribe and like if you care what HT has going on, or if you care what MTI got going on. This is where you'll find it all. And as you guys could tell, I'm in the MTI studios. We added some new things. We got the BBC. We got the Japanese jersey. I had to go. Shout out to that. But yeah, it's gonna be fun just to see some snow, right? Because I think last time we had like an actual blizzard here in Colorado was like when I was young, and I'm talking about blizzard where you could build forts, you know. And obviously, I was much younger then, or I was a little kid then, where the snow would literally reach my knees and I wouldn't be able to move or leave the house. But yeah, I remember, I think it was the early 2000s or the end of 98. It was after 9/11 or before. I'm not sure, man. But yeah, that's the last time I remember having a blizzard. We literally built forts. We had a snowball fight and everything. And I don't know if tomorrow's going to be like that. But by the way everybody's going about it, it seems like it's going to be something serious, So we had to come up here just in case we are not able to do the show, the awkward sports show tomorrow. But please do expect that. I'm gonna get these guys to be consistent with that because it seems something they enjoy, and I think it's good stuff. And that's kind of the other thing that I'm trying to get off, because I think we got to shoot more different type of content with everybody, more vlogs with people out in social environments. So that's more to come. And the Godzilla video of the Maha Electro, the special episode that we did in Lookout Mountain due to copyrights, was taken down. So that is no longer available. That's no longer available. It's all good. We are trying to figure something out as far as making the playlist, so we don't get copyrighted, because those videos do take a lot of work, manpower, and obviously editing, and we're not trying to do all that work and not being able to see the work. So if you missed it, don't worry about it. More to come. We are planning on going on a spring summer tour as far as abandoning towns and doing these special episodes and just kind of gunning and running and setting up wherever we want. Just have Catsinsila do a 45-minute mix for y'all. So look out for those videos. We are working on this and we're looking forward. We're not going to let these copyright rules discourage us, because we are going to get Catsinsila out there. And Mount Intellect Records, it is a real thing. And then the second behind the scenes vlog of that video is coming soon to my channel, hopefully by the end of the week, hopefully if everything goes as planned. Yeah, and it's coming soon. And to be honest, I don't feel bad for taking this long. I really don't. because what I'm learning, kind of being creative on the video side of things and moving visuals, is I'm even more anal about that than I am about my photography or just my general aesthetics. And I think that's a good thing, because at first, to be honest, I didn't. I mean, I know I'm anal about how I like things to look, especially my photography and everything else, but I didn't really think I was gonna care to that point where I want every little detail, every little minute and second transition to be a certain way. And as we're going through the editing process with the second video, I am. I want everything to look a certain way. I want everything to look bigger, right? Make everything look amazing. Make a simple shot look super cinematic, right? And and I kind of like that. That's why I don't feel bad. But the video should be coming soon to show the behind the scene vlogs with that, because it was actually a really, it's looking good for now. And yeah, shout out to the MTI production. And that's another thing we got to understand, when you guys click on any of these videos that we drop, it says MTI Productions. It's really MTI Productions. I'm not the only one working at it, you know? Camilo's sitting down and actually editing. I like to call him my Wozniak. He's the second co-founder of Apple. You know how the story goes. Steve Jobs had the vision. Wozniak actually knew how to program. So that's what me and Camilo got going on. He's my Wozniak. I'm not gonna call myself Steve Jobs, but I am the one with the vision and just how I want things to be and the story we're trying to tell. That's me, right? But we also have Osvaldo. Osvaldo, he's really detail oriented. The comprehension on time things is really good. He's like my quality control, basically, right? And of course, Jose, he actually gave us some really good input in this last editing session that we had on Sunday. So everybody's kind of doing their own part in either in a small way or big way, but it's bigger than me. It's not just me. It's literally MTI Productions. So that's what's really going on. So be on the lookout for that. That shit's gonna be fun. That shit's gonna be cool, like really cool. But yeah, and then I'm so glad the audio works this time. It was horrible. It pissed me off. I almost left to the house with that horrible audio in that first stream. Mm-mm. We can't we can't have that happening. You know what I mean? But another thing that I did want to touch on real quick for you hip hop rap fans out there. I know as far as my team, I'm on a piece of ice, because these weirdos do not like hip hop or rap. But anyways, we're not gonna get that today. There's two artists that I think deserve. So speaking of, first, you guys know who Schoolboy Q. He's like the top guy at TDE after Kendrick left to do his own thing. Shout out to Kendrick. Schoolboy Q just dropped Blue Lips. Ooh, that album is good from top to bottom and bottom to top. From the content to the messaging to the orders, the way he picked out the beats. Like, I don't think there's a song I do not like on that album, to be honest with you, since it came out. And even prior to it coming out, the singles were banging too. Yerna, I'm still playing that. But there's a couple other like B-side tracks that are really good, but the whole album is good. And it's really refreshing to have an artist of that caliber drop an album in this environment where hip hop rap is in a weird place culturally. There's a lot going on, a lot of unnecessary shit, a lot of unnecessary shit going on right now. But that's what happens when a system or a culture is going to clean itself out. We have to kind of slow down so we can self-regulate what needs to be or shouldn't be, and that's exactly what's happening in hip hop. That's why we have dropped the level as far as popularity right now. But that's okay. I'm not, it's just normal. It's just how the stock is going up really high right now. The stock will drop soon, and that's kind of what hip hop and rap is doing right now. Just kind of self-regulating to get what's not needed out and what needs to stay there. Even though, regardless of that, this is still my favorite era of when music is being put out, because there's a lot of music that's being good out, good one, bad one. And if you know how to look and you have a taste, you can weed out and you can find what you actually enjoy and really, get into that. But along with this era, I just don't like rappers, to be honest. I don't need to know everything about your personal life. As I said on the first stream, that the audio sucked. You want to tell me that you're having personal issues with your spouse in a line in the song? Cool, I'll take it. But I don't need to. I don't need you to be put on blast on social media or having other people put on blast. It's a weird time, but it is what it is. It's not going to change. It's probably only going to get worse as far as the internet and the future that we're living in. But however, back to Schoolboy Q. Blue Lips is a really good album. If you're a hip hop rap fan, go play that shit. That shit's good from top to bottom. And if you don't like the whole thing, I'm sure there's 2 or 3 songs you'll definitely add to that playlist and just run them. And it's really refreshing to have that because, like I said, hip hop and rapping is in a weird place right now, and it's difficult to even be a fan of it. Especially me that I truly love it and I come from that. But Blue Lips is a really good album. Schoolboy Q. If you haven't checked it out yet, go check it out if you're a hip hop rap fan. Another rapper that I think, and he's getting it, to be honest with you, but from my humble opinion, deserves a little light on him. His name is Lil Russell. He's a artist from the Bay, and he's dropping content every day. He's just inspirational on that way, where he's constantly dropping content, and he's also 100% independent. He's 100% independent, where he literally has his own venues. Go check him out. He can speak for himself. But why I wanted to kind of acknowledge him a little bit, because that's another reason why the future is hopeful. Because when rappers like that are taking their craft serious and actually trying to do it the right way, to have real results, to be something consistent, that's Lil Russell. And he's really rapping. He got that full, the Bay area flavor to him, and he's doing it well. And it's cool to see that. Because to be honest with him, it took me a while to actually become a fan. And as I was digesting his content, he made me a fan of him because he's telling a true story. He can really rap, and he's working really hard to get his, and that's admirable. Especially when I went back to my original point, hip hop and rap right now in a really awkward position overall, right? But when you see rappers like him, you're like, okay, we're gonna be all right. It's a little crazy right now. It's a little in disarray, but we're gonna land back on our feet, right? And we can get back to hip hop rap being the greatest genre across the world. So go check out Blue Lips. Blue Lips by Schoolboy Q. I think Lil Russell dropped his EP with Hit Boy. A good joint too. My favorite song on that is King Kong. Lil Russell has a really good little track. So it's good to see. So it's good to be able to enjoy music or full albums, right? Because nowadays everything is a single, right? Nothing is lasting. Whatever is new today is old tomorrow. But that's just how the internet works. Excuse me. So yeah, it's good. And another thing, I actually been reading this really good book. It's a small book. I'm paraphrasing as far as the title, A Guide to a Black Hole. So it's basically this woman physicist, and I suck with names, so I'm not be able to. But she's a physicist, and one thing that I've been trying to figure out, especially with MTI, is that I want to make sure I can do art and science in a very good correlated way where it just makes sense. And it's like the chef's kiss when it comes to mixing those two different side of things. And this physicist, I think the book's from 2019 or 2020 when it was published. But it's just literally a small book, and she's basically just guiding you what you need to know about a black hole, what you need to understand about how a black hole works, if you what's the dangers of it, if you decide to enter it, and stuff of that nature. She's literally giving you a guide to either go see a black hole, get close to a black hole, or just overall understand what a black hole is as far as what we know in town now. And obviously, we still got more to know and figure it out as far as a black hole goes. But me personally, I can relate a lot to a black hole. I like black holes. I think aside from just the general curiosity or intrigue of trying to understand what this thing is, the way I can relate to a black hole, and she even says it in the book, a black hole is nothing, technically, right? Not really nothing. And sometimes, depending on how I'm feeling, that's kind of the basis of what I am and how I exist. I'm nothing really, right? And speaking of black holes, you know, after my birthday, I definitely fell into one, right? And a black hole, not even light can escape in that point of singularity. Not even light can escape. That's how serious a black hole is. So after my birthday, I kind of fell into one, you know, and I'm not gonna say specific words as far as if you know, you know, if you know me, you know what I'm speaking of. And at this point, of course, I'm not surprised. I'm well versed in knowing when the darkness catches up to me. But at this point, sometimes I try not to pay attention, and the brain is all powerful. So sometimes it just sets traps on its own, and next thing you know, you take a step in there, you find yourself without knowing that's where you were headed. And that's what happened to me after my birthday. Obviously, I'm doing way better right now. I'm probably gonna get out of it soon, by the end of the month or probably this week, but I'm feeling way better. After my birthday, I definitely fell deep into that black hole where I had to go pay my dues to the dark again. Sometimes you think you're doing really good and you're healthy, but sometimes you got to go pay dues and got to make sure you remember where you come from, to say in that nature. But even at this point in my life, I can I can still use the darkness for a muse, an inspiration for me to work on ideas, develop ideas, or to kind of clean out the clutter within myself, right? And a lot of the times, that's how I manage those moments where I have to go pay my dues to the darkness and do go through what I need to go through as far as that process goes. But I'm still pretty good at using it as my muse, my inspiration. I think I still develop my best ideas in the dark. And it's a good way to kind of do some self cleaning within myself and kind of get certain clutter or thoughts out of the way and just kind of understand what's the next move. And to this point, don't get me wrong, it does put me in a bad state of mind. I'm not the best person to be around when I am feeling in that way. And I try not to have people around me when I know, because I'm aware of when I get in those moods. Not the best person to deal with, right? But even then, aside from that, still my favorite muse. And sometimes I gotta go pay it a visit to remember where I came from. So that's just what it was. But I am feeling better, way better. Everything's going smooth, and it's good to have the people that are around me that support me and always remind me, we got to keep going. But yeah, so I'm slowly getting out of that black hole, right? But yeah, right now I'm really obsessed with black holes. I'm trying to understand everything that we know as far as the science or the physics goes of a black hole, but I'm trying to make sure I comprehend that very well. You know me, I like my own ideas and I like my own theories. I don't just follow what the notion of everything is. No, that's not how I conduct myself. So I'm just right now trying to get the comprehensive layout and blueprint of what a black hole is as far as we know now, because I really want to understand it on a higher level, on a higher thought. No pun intended. So yeah, that book is really good. I'm halfway through it. Really knowledgeable. It's probably something I'm just always gonna keep around because that was that was a good reflection of what science and art is together. And what I mean by this is that the book has these beautiful illustrations as she explains the science throughout the whole book. And it's a small little book like that. and it's where I want to get MTI, where we talk serious science stuff, but we make sure the art stuff is right in front, right? And that's kind of the easy part as far as my personal aspect of things. But we because a lot of the times, and I've said this before, people don't care about science because it's delivered in a very boring way. And I think in America, that's why not a lot of people get into science as they should, even though we have a lot of great scientists out there. But because it's delivered in the most basic, boring, weird way, you know? And I feel as I was going through school, a lot of the things were presented to me in a very boring way, and that's why I shied away. For example, math. I've come to learn that math is a very beautiful thing, and it's literally how you start understanding the universe through math and numbers and equations and so on, right? But if they would have told me that at the beginning, I would have been more open to learn. And I probably would have been better at math, right? But that's what I mean. And when I say MTI wants to mix art and science, that's what I'm trying to do. I want to make science look cool, right? Because I think I am good at that. I'm good at making things look cool, right? In that book, the perfect example or muse or inspiration of where I want to get to with this whole thing. So that's a cool book on reading, right? Um, I'm about to finish it too. Um, the the man, I forget his name. I don't know his name, but there's another book by this producer, and he produces all kinds of music. I'm not even getting to because I don't even know his name, and I don't want to keep doing it. But I'm almost gonna finish that book, and and yeah, I'm glad I did this again because you don't understand how pissed I was when I played that stream and it was silent, bro. I was like cutting in and out. Come on, I was like, what am I doing? I had to come back. And yeah, and just check in with everybody. Make sure everybody's good. I hope everybody's doing well. My gratitude if you are on the stream and if you do run into this stream, you know. And do I have anything else on my mind? Oh, I do. Because when I found myself in that black hole, that I'm getting out of right now, you know, the dark likes to play twisted games with your self conscious, It likes it likes to make you think you should give up. And not for one time I believed it or fell for it. But yeah, I'm not giving up, man. Even though everything is growing slowly. Um oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Thank you. Thank you, Camilo, for reminding me. Oh yeah. I'm probably gonna watch it this weekend. And maybe a lot of you already watched it because it came out, I don't know, 7, 9 months ago. It's called The Creator. It's man, I'm horrible with names by the way, especially with actors or actresses. But it's The Creator. So it's basically this dystopian future where AI becomes conscious, and they basically bomb LA, and they get that, and then the government wants to go send it for this other weapon that they're sending that they made, and it happens to be a little AI robot that's a her. And I'm looking forward to that movie. I literally forgot about it. That's why I remembered this past weekend, I was like, I gotta find that movie. That movie looks good. Even just watching the trailer. But The Creator, if you haven't watched it, and I haven't watched it yet, so don't take my recommendation, but you should go watch it if you like that dystopian futuristic thing. It looks well done. The main guy, he's doing big. He's done Tenant, done a bunch of movies. He's Denzel Washington's son. And excuse me if I don't know your name, bruh. But yeah, that's a good movie, The Creator. Probably gonna watch it this weekend for sure. Looking forward to that. And yeah, and lastly, get ready for more cool shit on this channel, right? Because as soon as we get a good little pattern and zoning going, there's gonna be a lot more. And that's why even like the sports show is something, the first thing. And the video should be coming by the end of the week as far as behind the scenes vlogs with the Lookout Mountain, Gatsensilas Mile High Electro episode. We're working hard, it's looking good. It's looking good. And it's definitely a team effort. But on that note, the fact that I had to come back and do this again is ridiculous. But that's how it goes sometimes, you know. What can you do? What can you do? I'm just glad that the audio is working, it's crispy, everything is good. And on that note, I am HT or Jesus, depending on how well you know me or how close you can get to me. Please subscribe and like. And if you care what I got going on, subscribe to this channel. If you care what MT I got going on, subscribe to this channel. Okay? And go subscribe to Cancela's news channel, please. If you missed it, I showed it to the camera on top of the thing. I think it's a very cool idea. I can't wait to conversate with him to see where he got this inspiration. But I love it. I love it. That's another person that inspires me a lot and keeps me on my toes and always reminds me, you know, you gotta always try new things. Shout out to him. Shout out to the team. Shout out to everybody. And yeah, peace out. Gratitude to everybody that was here, and we'll find this stream later. Peace.